Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about linear equation in two variables, in that one of the algebraic methods, that is cross multiplication method. So as we know that in a pair of linear equations we will have two linear equations, okay, so as you can see here, and plus then next we are going to learn about a cross multiplication method. In that we will remember this method by a short form. We call it as a B cap method. So this B cap represents the coefficients of x, y and the constant c. So let us start about this. So the theory. So let me write the same linear equations as it is. I'm going to use this standard form, means standard linear equations, for explaining the cross multiplication method. So write the coefficients in the form of B cap. That means you can see here I have written B cap. Under B I am going to write the coefficients of y, that is b1 and b2. Then under C it is going to be c1 and c2. Under A it is going to be a1 and a2, and again under B it is b1 and b2. So it is considered to be as a shortest method only if you are avoiding some basic calculations, okay, that we'll learn when we start with the problems. Okay, let us see. And what coefficients I have written, it is going to be the denominator. So denominator of what? Denominator of x, y and 1. So x is coefficient, x is a variable, y is a variable, and this 1 is from the constants. So here what happens, the denominator of x is this, you can see here highlighted part, b1, b2, c1, c2. Now we are going to multiply. Now what we have to do, we have to multiply. So it is called as cross multiplication, that is b1 into c2 and b2 into c1. So this becomes x by b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Then it is equals to next cross multiplication, that is denominator of y, that is c1 c2 a1 a2. So here also same multiplication we will follow, that is c1 into a2 and c2 into a1. So we will subtract these products again, that is y by c1 a2 minus c2 a1. Next is the last one. As you know, I think you have understood this. Now 1 is a numerator and this is what is highlighted, that is going to be the denominator. That means a1 b2 and a2 b1. So which gives you 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So then how to do further? Let us continue here. So we have to compare this. Now already this ratio you have got from the previous page, correct? So we have to compare. So how we will compare? The first ratio and the last ratio. Okay. The reason is first ratio contains a variable x and the last ratio doesn't contain any variable. That means you will have only one unknown value, which is x. Let us compare these two now. X by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equals to 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So if you cross multiply, this is what you get. Same way we are going to compare the other two ratios that you can see here, y and the last ratio, that means second ratio and the last. So again if you write it, okay, as we are going to do like a previous calculation, that is y by c1 a2 minus c2 a1 equals 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Again after cross multiplication you will get this, what, y is equals to c1 a2 minus c2 a1, and denominator remains the same. If you compare both x and y, the denominators are same, only the numerators are different. So let us do this simple example. Here you can see the constants are in the right hand side. The first step is to transpose the constants to the left hand side. So what happens? It becomes 3x plus 2y minus 11 and 2x minus 3y plus 10. Okay, the right hand side should be 0. Next, this step you all know that we studied in the previous slides. So like this we have to arrange all the coefficients. As you can see, the first column is the coefficients b1 and b2, that is 2 and 3. Second column is C1 and C2, that is minus 11 and 10. And third column is A1 and A2, which is 3, 2. And fourth one is B1 and B2, it is again 2, minus 3. So what do you get? So you can see here, this is what we get when we replace the coefficients. So now it is cross multiplication. Here we will multiply from top to bottom, that is first pair, that is 2 into 10 minus 3 into minus 11. Now you can see here the 3 and 11 are having a negative sign, so that is kept in the bracket. So this is the most important thing because the signs will change. So keeping that thing in mind, whenever you get a negative numbers, you keep them in the brackets. Now let us go for the next denominator, that is denominator of y, that is minus 11 into 2 minus 10 into 3. So the next thing is 1 by 3 into minus 3. See, as you can see here, the minus 3 is kept in the bracket, and 2 into 2. So next step you all know, so we are going to carry it to the next page. So let us start simplification. So as you can see here, if you simplify this, so we will get x by 20 minus 33 equals y by minus 22 minus 30 equals 1 by minus 9 minus 4. X by minus 13 equals to y by minus 52 equals 1 by minus 13. Now we are going to compare the first ratio and the last ratio. So you can see here only the first and the second ratios, they are having an unknown value, or we can say variables x and y. And the last ratio, which is 1 by minus 13, it always remains as a constant. So if by comparing first and the last ratio, that is x by minus 13 and 1 by minus 13, we will be able to find the value of x. Same way, by comparing y by minus 52 and 1 by minus 13, we will be able to find out the value of y. So let us see how we will get it. The first comparison, x by minus 13 is equal to 1 by minus 13, cross multiplication. So you will get x is equals to 1. Same way, now we are comparing y by minus 52 and 1 by minus 13. So here what happens, you will get this. So again you can cross multiply. So you will get y is equal to minus 52 by minus 13. So go for a cancellation, you will get y is equals to 4. This is also called as the shortest method. So let us see in the next video how we can reduce the calculation by using this method. Okay, thank you.